Hello everyone, Janna is here and with the usual technical overview, gold and possible entry points. Okay, so I still can see that's a little bit of delay going on, and just hopefully some of you would join the chart. And it looks like it's running. Okay, let me just, I'm still checking if the volume is, yep, I can hear myself. Okay, so as long as I can hear myself, that means the microphone is working. We have about 5 minutes before the market opens, and let's see what we can do. Okay, let's check it out, because I didn't see what EA was up to while I was away. So I had automatic one switched on after the trading session finished, and there was still American session, right? And the closing. So that's what do we have here from this was all the closing. That's where we have 005. That's where the automatic strategy. So we have we had 3 trades. So I had 3 trades, all closed out really nicely. Okay, and one trade is floating, so that's what you can see. It's very close to the stop loss, so that last one might be the losing trade. So let's see what's going to happen. Now we have where I left. I think I left when it was, I just can't remember where at what point I left. I think it was in here where it started. Yes, it was behind this. It was below still that level where I was saying that we still have distance to 2350, the next price psychological number. Well, it's plus minus here, 2350 is 40 whatever, but and is a stop to the edge. I was saying that quite possibly it could go back to 2360 or around 2360, or stay underneath 2360, right? So now we are concentrating on 2360 level, which is a little bit lower. It's right here somewhere, right? Yeah, so you see that's where the market actually jumped back in, and now I'm looking at this possible entry points, right? So I just want to check something else to see what else do I have here. Okay, so basically Friday you can expect unexpected. It could be a reverse, big move of reverse, or continuation, or could be very slow. So it's like usual thing, but on Friday it would be very big move. If we've seen it, I missed few really good moves previously, and when I was also trading, I usually, with like normal pairs, I used to trade like euro dollar, pound dollar. Usually Friday would be very quiet there. I wouldn't like to trade like Fridays on Mondays. But with gold, it's all different story. It's the Fridays could be like really good moves, but we had really good moves through the week, and the last day was also a huge move down. You see that pretty much all week it was going down, so Friday could be a good reverse for correction. You see, I don't want to remove these levels. I know many complaining that I have too many levels, but they're all useful. I might not need this one, as that's worked out. As we already see, it's crossed, then I can remove those ones. So don't need those ones which are going to be not for this. I have like new levels around, well, I mean 2400 we still have, and I have 2400. Okay, I'll leave the other ones because they're a bit too far. So looking at a bigger time frame again, you see a little bit area where it didn't take 250, where we have all the spins, so quite easy can go and take them and then turn around, or actually go for correction and then continue the downtrend, because we know now we are kind of in a downtrend, right? Because we had this head and shoulders and expectation, and also inside the channel, this channel, okay, where this is the down leg down, and it still has a little bit of space here, 23.36. So basically the same situation since I left. What we can see in 4 time frame, we have green candle, and well, basically the daily would be big red candle. So you see, I don't really need this to see how far. Again, yeah, someone said it looks like more like a gambling, but it's working the way I trade it. So I don't have to look for it and think, oh, from here is it going to be a huge move back, or is it just a little bit pull back and then continuation to wherever the target. A lot of people would get the targets there, like exact areas, right? It's all depends how you prefer to trade, but that's how I prefer. So basically I don't need these levels for now, but I'm going to leave them. It's not like they're going to hurt anyone. I'm going, of course, to see that move, right? To see how to predict or expect something from here now, right? Because we do have now 2 tops. Here we'll double top. You see, touches really nicely. Then I have pin. We have this kind of 2 pins plus minus a little bit, well, roughly like here. Okay, and we have another picture of that downtrend, right? And that means is a created bottom, then quite possibly we might have a bit of a correction. So that would be 2 tops, 2 bottoms. But that from that second bottom, that might go just halfway through or something, and then turn around. So we have 2400 as a possibility, yeah, to come back to it. It would be a bit sharp, but it's Friday, so anything is possible on Friday. And again, of course, let's see our Fibonacci levels to help. So first 23 we'll have around 2371, the 38 around 2380, 50 is about 90, and 61 400. So basically I have these levels already, as you can see. So we don't need this for now, which that's what was expectation anyway, any of those levels. And now let's see what it's possible to do, right? So a little bit of this, correcting it a little bit. Okay, so we have that. Then we have that little movement here, and we also, you see, too many levels, I know, but they are like helping to figure out where the stopping point can be, right? It's been helpful. Which, like I'm saying, usually I'm using it. You saw me, for example, switching the trades when it was in recovery by, again, the news event, when it took me with the loss, took me out of the good profitable trade, but the huge huge spread took me out, but I was still expecting the continuation of the market going up, remember that, because of those levels. And I was like, okay, I'm going to switch it from sell to buy, and at the end the decision was correct. You see, that's what I kind of need, this analysis, technical overview, when I see this kind of situation. So I'm not leaving it just for the EA completely, with the manual entry points and the EA running it and helping to run. This is more like a tool to help out with the trades, but still some decisions I have to make based on the levels. And it was more successful than just purely leave it running fully automatic, right? So now let's just see. So basically we have the possible expectation to go for correction, as the market also, as you can see, jumped 2360 and stays. Market just opened, nothing happened. It stays in here. I have this plus minus also level. That's the one was earlier. Remember, I was using this one earlier to place the orders right here. And you see the market didn't run away too far, just like I was telling you. Not to the, like, wherever you expecting, I don't know. That's where I was telling you, that's what we need levels. You see the expectation was, yeah, 2360, maybe a little bit low, and then 2360. So, but of course, I mean, eventually it might just go for correction and continue. You never know. It's like I'm saying, I'm not really into something like long term. Yeah, I mean, it could have been a good to, like, you know, go for sell here somewhere and then just hold all the way. But it's good if you have on sell, for example, you see with this broker you have negative swap. I don't want to keep swaps, negative swaps. I mean, some brokers provide positive swaps for sales, which are really good. That's why when I was trading my account, I was looking for sell trades quite a lot. I was telling you about it because I really wanted to make money on swaps. So yeah, but if the swaps are negative, then no point really doing this. So yeah, could have been could sit and hold it, for example. But I prefer still go for the small profits. Okay, let's just see. I mean, the structure we have here for the return, for the correction, and now I'm just thinking if we will continue our downtrend. Is Friday is actually going to be reversal, or is it going to... Do we have any news? Let me just check. I think we have nothing, no news or anything. You see that I usually would check, of course, when I trade, but when I don't really, I don't really check the... Yeah, we're gonna have some news. Core PCE price index, which is red, but prediction is not very much different, so some other ones not very important, so don't know if they're going to make any impact. Okay, just go back to the smaller time frame and see. So basically, see, my area is here, and again, we need a little bit more time for more candles. I need more candles in here, and again, it's going to be remember that what I was telling you, the observation of that the market now in this time, it's creating quite a bit of false breakouts. I mean, right now here we can say that actually that was our channel, and it was already like, yeah, it was broke 2360. That could consider a bit of a false breakout, and then it's returned. So basically now it should be a nicer move after that. But what could happen also, another false breakout up and then come back, and then only after that the nice move can happen. Like, for example, here I was explaining earlier in the stream, where you see it's broke, came back, broke, came back, and then made nice movement, right? So it's like instead of 180 going down, that's what I was telling you, could go for a little bit bigger take profit, but I still would have been looking at around 2360, slightly maybe lower or around it. You see, that's how it is. So it still didn't go for bigger move, didn't make a bigger, but still could have been a little bit better profit. So in here, what you see, guys, like again, buy stop, right, and sell stop. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I wouldn't even with that wouldn't even think much. No, so of course still need to think if we're going to the next level. It's about 480, which should be enough to get 180 points. If it's going higher, we have another little level here where it could go, or even a little bit more higher, consolidating here somewhere in this area, so slow down a little bit. Maybe you can go 2380, but looking at this channel at this moment, so it might go there a little bit and go for a little bit of correction inside this channel. Who knows, further down, or just somewhere stop a little bit and then continue, right? And continue to our next whatever levels here, where it could be up to 2400 again. Okay, because what do we usually expect is breakout and pullback. I mean, yeah, we can say that actually was breakout here, pullback, and continuation. So that's why this one might be just a little bit inside this little channel, a little bit correction, and then continuation of going further down 2350 and maybe even further. So you see, that's how I'm analyzing and watching it. So even feel like, yeah, we have this bigger one, right? And then in this bigger one, quite an expectation of the bigger move going up to 400, something like that. But it might be something like this, you know, like again, a little bit like a cap, looks gold likes to do this. If you notice that, like I'm saying, I never used caps before, those patterns, but they are looking like gold likes quite a lot. So it has like one bottom, another one, it might create another one, go a little bit like this, another little one, and then, you know, and then reach 2400. So it might go like this, but on Friday it might sharply go, because we've seen how sharp it was, like dropping at some point on Friday. I've seen also sharp jumps on Fridays. So yeah, that's why, for example, I'm going to place the smaller one. I'm not sure if I want to risk placing the bigger take profits, because again, you see, it's Asian session, and that's why in Asian session I prefer not to go for the bigger ones or top ups, because I will be not at the screen, and of course we'll see it might go not breaking out but staying in this channel kind of a little bit like here, trying to break out later. Yeah, so at this moment I have the area anyway. So what else in here to say? Nothing else. I think I'm just going to leave it and send the that setup to my Telegram channel. And of course, if I go down, it's also enough to get to 2350 or that previous low. So we need to, I mean, okay, we do have the previous highs 2400, and previous low is the day low is slightly above 2350. I didn't point it out because, well, we will have here important level, so it might go take that and touch 2350 and then reverse or break it through or consolidate around it also is possible. But at this moment, that's the area I'm looking at for the possible entry point. And what do we have? You see in 1 hour, it's quite a few green candles, but still can end up as a double bottom. You see, I mean, I wouldn't consider this as a bottom. I mean, it is bottom, but it's not as, you know, see, similar here. So that's bottom, another bottom, and then it's started to go up. Could possibly be this or continue further down. I'm just what I'm just trying to do is to think if I want to place the orders with the bigger take profit, right? And you see here on 4 hour time frame we have also that pin, and I would be expecting it to fill in, and it's possibility had enough and needs a bit of a correction basically. So yeah, that's what I would be at this moment, looking at this as a possible correction. But remember, again, like I'm saying, remember it could be false, you know, break out, come back, and then possible a better move further down, or, you know, breaking up there. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I just trying to tell you is that, again, I'm not looking for exact entries like, oh yeah, I'm buying now, right? Definitely, I'm selling now, definitely. No, I place the orders and market decides for me if it wants to buy or if it wants to sell, and the EA would run it. So I'm leaving this as it is, and this automatic one also running. Okay, and also we will see what is going to happen in the morning for me in the morning. Okay, so you see this, it still needs a little bit to sit in the area. But if I would be trading my usual account, I would, of course, I would just place the orders like this. That's it. That's how I would place it. Because the area was already here, and we have a little bit of breakout, and this is the area. So it might finish that candle and go for another one down. That would be better. So it would create a nice area here. Okay, so yeah, we will see what's gonna happen. Hopefully it's not going to do anything that we don't want to do, but that's where I'm seeing possible orders. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to leave it running, so you can like watch it, come back to it from time to time, see what is going on. Just let's see what we're going to have for this day. So I'm just going to show you again that was that day today, and now I'm going to place is it still thinks 25th, right? Yeah, because we are already on the 26th, and you see the day started with 0 at this moment. So that was the previous day. The only what is going to happen if this trade would close with loss, and then it will be recovering it will be already in today's day, not the last day. So it will be some in last day because it's opened before the market closed, and yeah, so that's only going to be different. So this would be the trade from the other day, but at this moment you see there's nothing there. So what I'm trying to say is hopefully it's not going to be messy, and then all the profit was made. 4,000, as you can see, it was made with a bit of a risk. Yeah, hopefully it's not going to disappear with the who knows what this automatic would do. But it's all, of course, always the risk. If the Friday is going to be very slow, then it could get into the trade and then just not recover straight away, right? So it would need a bit bigger movement for recovery. See here it was eventually not huge move, but still enough to close out the trades with the profits. Okay, so yeah, and yeah, so just want to see like we have in the chart. Hi guys, yeah, Dan, Ezekiel, yeah, 2,400 today, back to 2,400. It could be, there is a possibility, just you see, that's what I was saying, the possible back to 2,400, yeah, because it's Friday, it can easily to do so. I mean, there will be some news, they might have a little bit of impact, who knows which direction, but I mean, of course, after such a the week was bearish pretty much, right? So the end of the week could be reversal, like correction of that movement. So yeah, that's why it's possible, but first, of course, we need to go 2380. It could be 2390, and at this moment there is nothing else, no possible to put it for the corrective channel, you know, like we had here when I created this channel as a correction. It started where I was telling you I would consider that as a bearish flag when it goes to this area, but my expectation was still we would go a little bit for return inside the flag, somewhere maybe in the middle, like whatever, 50 or 60 or slightly lower percentage at least, and then it would be, but you see it stayed below 2,400 and just not finished exactly. I mean, usually, because I consider all those patterns, two tops, two bottoms, and then third breakout. So the third one could be somewhere in the middle and then turn around or break out and go further. I like when they stop in the middle, then you know it would be 50-50 for them to go, and quite often the third one is started to be a breakout point. So but it just decided, you see, to stay here. That's why I was saying that this one, yeah, you might say it's a swing, like I was telling you here, because it was only like the beginning turn around, so that would have been entry point, and then another entry point. You see, that's what I'm saying. It was not, doesn't matter, but someone actually was just buying there, yeah, thinking it's going to go, but it's actually continued the way down. So right now there is no way to put it also in this channel. At this moment you see it's all going down, so that's why it might just go up and uses this channel, okay, that channel, so before 2380. But to be able to lead it, let's say, to return, unless it's a sharp move or something, like I'm saying, Friday can be, we need to this to go a little bit up, then give us another bottom, right? So that's what I'm trying to say, is that from we have this first bottom, we don't have anything else. How to lead this movement to 400, you know? Yes, it's expectation, quite possibly a correction for that, but I mean, okay, I can use a little bit this area, but this is not strong. We really need to go that somewhere, then go again, and then continue, and then it would be possible to place this that channel and lead it, okay, and lead it to up for the correction. So, but at this moment it's all leading down. Okay, so that's why don't need to think too much. That's the orders, and let it happen, whatever is gonna happen. Okay. And now I'm going switch off volume and leave it running. Okay, guys, so you can still keep watching it if you want, but I'm going to sleep. So good night for those who are in the same time zone. Okay, have a good night and rest. And tomorrow, well, I mean today it's Friday. During the day we will see if I will be able. Of course, I will see in the morning where it's going to be, and if there will be any possible entry points, or is it going to be in a recovery. So we will see. Okay, so but for now I'm just going to leave it as it is. Okay, so bye for now everyone.